Key point 1. There is only so much you can do on your own. You need a foolproof strategy. Imagine this scenario. You have 3 children who practice basketball, ballet, and baseball today at 3 p.m., 3:45 p.m., and 4 p.m. respectively. You will have to pick them up from school first and feed them. Then you rush them to their different activities, but still have to make dinner. You're in the grocery store figuring out what to buy, and your husband texts reminding you to send some insurance documents to his email. At this stage, you'll likely feel like screaming off the rooftop in frustration. You do so much for your family. Everyone should know this. But unfortunately, so many times, you're the one who gets to do everything, from getting your children ready for school to taking out the trash. And this gets worse as your family grows. The problem is that most of the things you do are invisible. Hence, it becomes necessary to make your family, or whoever applies, see all your sacrifices. You could start by listing everything you do, including all the tiny details, every single one. If you don't make these acts visible, your family will take all the good things you do for granted. The best way to balance your life, define yourself, and get a grip on something is to understand the game of fair play. Fair play may sound very frivolous and a seemingly vague answer to the problem of imbalance in parental roles. However, it will help you maintain an efficient home and reduce the burden of picking up after everyone else. Key point 2. Every time you take on more than you can handle, you lose a part of yourself. You probably feel like a superhero when you do everything around the house. Still, these activities can cost you a lot. Life is only satisfying when you're not overwhelmed by doing everything for everyone. The different areas of your life that bear the brunt are your marriage. If you always have too many tasks, you'll be too tired to work on your relationship. Your identity. Where did the once bubbly young person go? They're hidden under the cloak of responsibility. You are no robot. You need to take care of yourself and reconnect to the things that make you unique. Your career. Your professional aspirations may change once you start a family and become overwhelmed with all the tasks you have to do. Multitasking is bad for everyone because our brains are not built to deal with more than one complex thing at a time. Eve Rodsky. Your health. Women are more inclined to suffer from anxiety. Surveys show that women are under a substantial amount of stress daily. Society. When you stop working to face your family, you rob society of valuable talent. If the family distributed household chores better, women would still work and play their roles at home. Many of the tasks you accomplish go unnoticed because there's a belief that it doesn't count if you're not getting paid. And since your partner works in an office, they're the only ones working. But this is far from the truth. Household chores and dealing with children are complicated tasks. They require lots of energy and dedication. The fact that they are unpaid and frequently go unnoticed makes them even more difficult. Add inevitable emotional labor to the picture, and the struggle becomes even more apparent. The reward for work is not always financial. The work you do in the home is important too. Having a list of what you do is the first step to freedom from the costs incurred by all the burdens you've carried alone for so long. Key point 3. You and your partner get the same 24 hours each day. Make sure your time counts. When you do everything required to keep the family going, your partner stops valuing the time and effort you put into making things work. Most times, because your partner goes out to work, they see their time as more valuable than yours. But this is false. All time is equal, and understanding is essential if you both want to benefit from fair play. Your time is as important as your partner's. You need to reevaluate each other's time and balance work hours. Things will continue to fall on your plate until you realize you both have the same 24 hours that matter equally. You can't change time, but you can change your attitude toward it through deliberate effort. Show your partner how much time a task takes and be intentional. Don't be surprised when you get messages from your partner emphasizing that time is money and that you have more time since you don't work. You work a lot. Time spent doing work at home is as essential as time in the office. A common accusation is that you spend a lot of time doing unnecessary things. There are no unnecessary things, just a lot of tasks that take up time, which they'll only help with when it is convenient for them. But these tasks don't wait for anyone's convenience. When you get help, accept it without reservation. Nothing is your job permanently. You and your partner must work together as a team, even when they keep making mistakes. Allow your partner to help you with tasks, even if they make mistakes. Try not to think about these toxic messages. They contain a lot of negative energy that can significantly hinder your progress toward fair play. Don't dwell on the negative messages you get from your partner. Instead, focus on making fair play work for you. Key point 4. There's no better time to make a change than right here and right now. Your understanding of who you are, what you stand for, the person you're in a relationship with, and your fair play intention will determine your success. You can be a game changer. Step up and begin the change process. The rules of fair play are quite simple. The game has 100 cards. They contain all your tasks sorted into 5 categories. And holding a card means you're responsible for it from start to finish. There are different categories of women based on how you handle the cards. New Superwoman. You hold at least 60 cards and work outside the home full-time, but you're still a full-time mom. You suffer from fatigue, insomnia, and exhaustion. Accidental Traditionalist. You have a minimum of 60 cards. You can work part-time. Alternatively, you can be a stay-at-home mom. Your husband is the primary breadwinner. Intentional Traditionalist. There are 60 cards in your hands and you intentionally want to be a dedicated mom. You refuse help because you feel guilty. Collaborator. You hold less than 60 cards, may have a job, and your partner handles his fair share of work. While your partner can be one of these. Giant Kid. He is fun, spontaneous, light-hearted, and exciting, but doesn't follow the rules and neglects structure. Traditionalist. He is the primary breadwinner and supports your role as a stay-at-home mom. He doesn't help out with anything. Where's the butter? He can do a lot at the office but acts clueless at home. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. He has good intentions but doesn't lend a hand or take on more than he can do because he isn't focused. More than most. He values time, appreciates you, is happy to execute a task, and doesn't share the blame. He is quick to learn. If it doesn't work out the first time, try again until it does. Did you know? According to the Healthy Women and Working Mother Survey, 78% of mothers report spending so much time ensuring stability in the family that they become physically and mentally drained. Hence, this attention to the minute details of family life leaves them with little or no time to care for themselves adequately. Key point 5. Fair play depends on you, your partner, and your common goal, happiness. To receive optimum cooperation from your partner, you need to understand the categories you belong to and explain why you must balance responsibilities in your home. Then, when you initiate the conversation, get straight to the point and ask for help. You can also set up a future meeting to explain things better. Be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Nora Ephron. Choose what is essential. Let the other things that consume your time go. The Fair Play Minimum Standard of Care is an excellent way to ascertain that your actions are essential. For every task in the home, everyone has to consider the following. Would a reasonable person under similar circumstances do this chore? What is the community standard? What happens if you do or don't do it? Why do we do this? Fair play sets a standard that even your children can buy into right or wrong decisions and get back to working as a team to achieve the best results. To regulate all activities in your home, establish ground rules that portray your family's values. Your Fair Play game consists of 6 parts. Home Suite. This part consists of all the daily activities. Out Suite. This embodies the activities outside the home. It involves all extracurricular activities, automobile repair, insurance, parties and events, community service, civic engagement, and lessons. Caregiving Suite. These are irreplaceable and cannot be outsourced. Includes bathing, grooming, beauty and wellness, birth control, life insurance, play dates, and dealing with parents-in-law. Magic Suite. This consists of all the magical moments that mean the most to the people you love. Half of the magic is showing up when they need you the most. It comprises anniversaries, holiday cards, informal education, gestures of love, and romance. Wild Suite. This caters to the life-changing scenarios that life throws our way, such as the death of a loved one, the first year of an infant's life, home renovation, loss of a job, and moving houses. You should never handle these alone. Seek help unashamedly. And Unicorn Space. This makes you unique and unearths all the talents within you. Both partners must take this card. Key point 6. Your partner is your ally. You should always have each other's backs. To ensure you and your partner are on the same page, you must fully explain how things will be and discuss this new way of life. Understand the gains and happiness it will bring the family and each person individually. The success of Fair Play depends on your partner's commitment to the process. You can also start with a 7-day trial run to assess your feelings about this step. The goal is not to compete, it is to collaborate, and it goes on for a lifetime, so stick with it. How to play the game of Fair Play. Set ground rules. An agreement guides how you and your partner engage and decide what is fair. Agree to listen to each other and consider your tone and choice of words. Value each other's time and keep your phones off the table. Set rules determining how you and your partner engage in Fair Play. Customize your deck. Review the 100 cards of Fair Play and determine what is valuable. Some things are non-negotiable. Take a break if everything seems overwhelming, but keep your eyes on the goal. Prepare to onboard. This step takes planning and proper organization. Take note of what works for you and make records transparent and accessible. Deal your cards. After customizing your Fair Play deck, agree on how to conceive, plan, and execute each task.